Another day, more Luis Arraez on the Phils. Fuck yeah. Welcome back to Pinstripe Hype, a Phillies podcast. I am your host. My name is Chris. With me, as always, is avid Phillies fan Nate. Luis Arraez is the best player I've ever seen hold a baseball bat. Those of you watching on YouTube, you see it in my name, you see it in Nate's name. We're Luis Arraez fans, and we need to sign him to a 10-year, $1 billion contract. What the fuck is a Shohei Ohtani? This guy's just a goat. Nate, is he just changing the entire outlook of the Phillies just because that's just what he does?
Well, two things. They've already infected him with bad base running because he ran himself into an out. And he jumped over the plate. So that was pretty funny. And then I think if Luis Arraez played in the 80s, he would probably be the most highest paid. Like, he would be easily the highest paid hitter in the league.
He'd be known as a GOAT.
Yeah, because back then batting average was like the major thing. He would be ridiculous. So, yeah, I extend Luis Arraez. I am starting this. I put a tweet out yesterday. We're on the train now. We're gonna get this thing going. And if they don't, everyone crash out on Dave.
Yeah. He has to. That's a guy you re-sign, let Bohm kick rocks, and then you can leave Stott at third. I think he's been perfectly fine. We all kind of thought he would be, and then Bryce can come back to first, and they can get a real outfielder.
I don't think he's gonna give them a choice. I think he's just gonna play so well in this ballpark too.
You fucking hope so, dude. Because he is exactly what this team hasn't had and what they need. So be a great start. We're going to start getting back to organized pods now. Deadline is passed. Phillies had one splash move, and then they traded for an insider from the New York Mets. That was just great. Great first game from Brooks Raley there. Killian has looked absolutely dog shit so far. But they have a Luis Arraez. Now, we're going to get back again a little bit more organized. We're going to do our recap of the series. Looks like the Phillies were recording while it's live. I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking good to take a series win, 3 out of 4 against the Nets. And then you have who's coming to town? It's the Cubs, right?
No, it's the Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays. That's what I meant. Sorry, I don't know where I got Cubs from. They don't even play the Cubs. I don't know.
Jose Soriano, I believe, starts tomorrow, so the Phillies will get a look at him.
Yeah, I botched that. Yeah, Blue Jays coming to town for the next series, so we're going to preview that. We have temperature checks. We're going to reset our temperature checks because this is a slightly different team. So we're going to reset for the second half of the year on the temperature check starting today. We're not going to have any overreaction realities today. We might actually just thinking about start incorporating you guys into some overreaction realities, maybe asking you guys to give us some overreaction realities, kind of like how we do with fan mail. So speaking of fan mail, we're getting back into that at the end of every pod. With fan mail starting today, we got a few questions from a few of you goats. We're going to make sure
fan mail.
Welcome back. We're going to make sure to get back in it because that's what this whole thing is meant to be. Interactive with you guys. That's what we want to do. Speaking of, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. The more subscribers we get and everything, we just do giveaways. We already did one when we hit 1,000 on X. Like, there's more coming. So, the more y'all interact and mess with us, the more cool shit we'll be able to do for y'all. So we appreciate y'all listening as always. Now let's talk some fucking Phillies. Again, recap. Nate, I know this is usually your thing, so I'm going to go ahead and pass the rock over to you.
Yeah, so it is pretty funny. In game 2, I mean, game 1 kind of was what it was. I mean, the Phillies just kind of put it to him, 6-3. I got to say something. Aaron Nola actually looking pretty decent. I mean, he is.
Last pod too, and it doesn't make sense.
I know it's kind of weird because his ERA is a 5.55, but I don't know. I mean, that was before the trade deadline, though. This is a newer team now, so Alec Bohm is permanently out of the cleanup spot, so we don't have to worry about that ever again. Yeah, but. Like I said, 6-3 in game 1. You have game 2 come around 5-0. James Wood went on the injured list. The Nationals traded Luis Garcia Jr. So, I mean.
Who just hit a home run on Christopher Sanchez?
Uh-oh, what happened?
Hit a Conor McGregor. Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, yeah. I think they called him up for James Wood.
Pinnock knee?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that guy? First career hit.
Yeah, off Christopher Sanchez too. Jesus Luzardo in game 2 looked. Luis
he's-
Arraez kind of like overshadows it, right? Because of the big
Mm.
hits and it's his debut and stuff. But Jesus Luzardo looked incredible, and it is the Quad A Nationals lineup. But still, I mean, Luzardo. I did see. Let me see if I can pull this up quickly. So earlier in the year, one of the big things on this podcast, here it is, was his home and road splits were just
Yes.
yeah. Well, in his last 3 starts at home, he has a 1.89 ERA and a .84 WHIP, and his opponent batting average is a 162. So, and before that, his previous 7 starts at home, he was 1-4 with a 7.34 ERA. So that is just he's finding rhythm at home down the stretch. They absolutely need that.
Desperately.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it is good to see Arraez. See, a lot of people want Kyle Schwarber moved down in the lineup.
Needs a day off.
Yeah, I think he just needs some time off. I don't love Kyle Schwarber leading off, but this is 3 games in a row now where Luis Arraez is in the cleanup spot. And honestly, I don't know how 5 other teams didn't know to do this beforehand. If you have a guy hitting for 330, and just because he's not going to hit for power, he's going to drive in a bunch of runs. I mean, if he started the season on this team, he'd probably be a 110, 120 RBI guy. With how many times the Phillies leave runners on base, he would not leave runners on base this much. So I don't know. I think he's very important. Now, yesterday absolutely sucked. Painter had the hamstring injury. He seems to be fine per Don Mattingly. He's going to make his next start, I believe.
He looked pretty good.
Yeah, he did. I mean, hey, I know it's the Orioles and the Nationals, but I'll take any good start out of Andrew Painter. Yeah. Bullpen, Brooks Hurley might be a double agent. I don't know. So Caleb Killian, who I do like, also looked absolutely awful yesterday. A lot of Giants fans were saying, welcome to the Caleb Killian experience. Well, hopefully Caleb Coughlin works on this guy. They have him for 5 more years.
I just want to say, Nate did text me when the Phillies got Killian. He said, you're going to fucking love this guy.
I do think you will over time. His K/9 rate is very high, so.
Right now, Shawn Michaels, I'm going to hit him with the sweet chin music.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
After last night, So
no, I do. Honestly, though, I do think Caleb Killian with Caleb Cotham and company can work out very well.
It's maybe not this year.
Now, Miles Michaelis put a RBI bunt down for CJ Abrams. Yes, CJ Abrams is very fast. I don't care. How are we letting that happen in 2026? I mean, yesterday that game turned upside down so fast.
The Quad A scored 10 runs on us.
So fast. And then it's okay.
It's all Schwarber's fault.
Yeah, really, honestly.
Jose, fat bastard, can't throw a strike.
That's another thing. I can't do the Jose Alvarado experience anymore, but it's okay. We move on to today. It is 6-2 Phillies. Christopher Sanchez looks pretty good. They have a lot of doubles already.
Yep.
Believe it or not. I mean, if you look at the box score, 7 out of 9 of them hitting have doubles. So
she said it was the most doubles they have in a game already all year.
Yes, Matt Gelb did put that out, and it is pretty funny. Of course, it's going to be off Miles Michaelis. I mean, the Nationals are such an unserious organization for running him out. But yeah, I mean, we're up 6-2. I was greedy. I wanted the sweep. I still think they should have got the sweep yesterday, but they didn't.
Should have.
I'll take 3 out of 4. It's okay. You got the Blue Jays coming in, who have one of the worst offenses in the entire league.
Yes.
They might be last in. I think it's on base percentage now. What's one of those important categories?
And you have Wheels, Nola, and Luzardo going up against them. So should at least take 2 out of 3 there. With the way Nola's been pitching, hopefully he can keep it together and keep it going, and hopefully they can find a sweep in there because the NL, the race in the NL for the wild card it's getting tight, and it is tight.
It is.
They're playing with fire. The Phillies have been, past couple weeks, and especially after the All-Star break, losing 4 straight series. Now it looks like they're going to win 2 in a row, and it should be 3 in a row by the end of the weekend. They just got to fight, man. The division, we said it was over. They got close, but hey, slumps and shit happen in baseball. We called it over, and it looks like it's over. What are they, 8 back, something like that? I don't have it in front of me, but they're 8.5. Yeah, so it's all but over. You're fighting for a wild card spot at this point. The big thing, you have the Padres who bought because AJ Preller runs his front office the way I do when I play MLB The Show.
Yep.
I buy and sell. I buy everybody at the deadline, and I sell all my prospects because fuck them prospects, Ram style.
The Preller special.
The Preller special. And the Diamondbacks are in it too, and then the Pirates were buying. I don't know what the fuck is up with Skeens, by the way.
They're 2-8 in their last 10. They are just.
But they bought.
Skeens is. I know. Well, they didn't buy too much, at least.
But they still bought though. So it's one of those. Yeah, and they DFA'd Ozuna.
Yeah. Shocker.
Yeah. Well, if you're out on the roadway around Pittsburgh, be careful.
Be careful. Yeah.
Very careful. Hide your wives.
Yeah. I do. You are right though. I mean, it is. So it's kind of leveling here after the deadline. I mean, the Cubs are obviously going to be the number one wild card spot. They're going to be. That spot's taken. They're not going anywhere. The Cubs are. They just took the Dodgers out. I think they swept the Dodgers too.
Well, they did. Yeah, the Dodgers have lost 6 straight. The Braves are now second.
Yes.
They have won 7 straight. The Cubs have won 4 straight. So right now it's Brewers, Braves, Dodgers, Cubs, D-backs, Phils. We currently, oh Jesus Christ, are scheduled to go to Los Angeles for a playoff series.
Yes, we are. I was getting ready.
I missed the playoffs.
I was getting there. Real quick though.
Yep.
So I do think. Were you going to say the Padres?
I was just going to say how close it is behind them.
Yeah. So I think this final spot, because the Marlins might not go away. They are still a decent baseball team.
They never do.
Yeah, I'm going to say these final 2 spots are going to be between the Diamondbacks, Phillies, Padres, and Marlins. I think the Cardinals lost it. The Reds never had it. And strangely didn't sell the deadline. And then the Pirates, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, Paul Skeens is just, I don't know what's going on.
Something's wrong with him. Yeah.
So I think we're good there. So it's really just 2. There's 4 teams battling, and I'll take the Phillies in that, which we'll get to a poll later on that I put out today.
I mean, just factually, there are 6 teams. The 6 teams behind the Phillies are separated by 3.5 games.
Yes.
So, and that's the Padres, the Marlins, Cardinals, Reds, Pirates, Nationals in that order at this time of recording. Padres are 2 behind the Phils, Marlins 3, Cards 4, Reds 4.5, Pirates 5, Nationals 5.5, soon to be 6.5.
The Reds have a negative 61 run differential and are only 2 games below 500.
Dude, I like the Reds pitching. If they can stay healthy, can get it in. The issue is Hunter Green just went back on the IL.
He did. He is
probably cooked for the year. Unless he comes back and he's fine somehow. He fucked my fantasy team greatly. Held him on IL all year just for him to have one good start and fuck me. So this shit happens. Speaking of my fantasy team, I'm 13-2. Nate, fuck you.
Oh, Cook.
Yeah. Yep.
He's in the fantasy league for next year. If there's
yeah. We're doing a fantasy league to those who haven't been around long enough. We're doing a fantasy league next year. We're gonna see how much interest we get, and if it's insane, we might have to put it to like a buy-in, to see what people want to do. But again, just teasing. If there's even fucking baseball next year, so maybe 2 years from now, we'll see. Yeah, I mean the Phillies, in theory, they should snag that 5th wild card spot over the D-backs and the Padres in theory, which would still send them on the road in the playoffs.
Would you rather go to LA or Chicago?
Probably I'd rather go to Chicago 20 times over 20.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want. If you give this offense Scoopel, Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani in the playoffs, well, I'll say this: in the wild card, you're not even getting to that 3rd game.
Do you think Ohtani's going to pitch again this year?
Maybe in the playoffs.
Maybe
if they need him, they might use him in like a closer role.
They could do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they would just have to forfeit the DH, but
Yeah, I mean, well, if they're up 1, I'm sure they'd be fine with doing that because they trust them to get.
Well, they do have Edwin Diaz, who just came back too. So
we'll see how good he is.
Right.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the Brewers. They are just the regular season ghosts. They are the Buffalo Bills. It seems like.
So, real quick before we move on, I do have a weird thing about the Brewers. I was looking. So, you're right. They are like a built for the regular season type of team. Someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comments on this. I believe they are dead last in the league in home runs.
I don't know.
They actually wait. They are dead last 30th. They have 104 home runs this year. They play great fundamental baseball. They have great pitching.
Yep.
They are great at getting on base. What they don't have, and what the Dodgers, this is why the Dodgers are better than them, they hit home runs.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like you have the Dodgers here, then you have the Brewers and Braves right here, and then the Phillies and Cubs, I think, are a tier below them. But like that's why the Brewers never they didn't go out and get a hitter either. They just got Dustin May.
It's why they never work in the playoffs because they don't have that guy.
They won't go all in.
No, it's shame on them. Shame on them. I do just want to say regarding the AL, if the Phillies were an American League team that was not in the AL East, they'd be second. Because right now, second is the White Sox.
Yeah, Chicago White Sox buyers.
But they're 59 and 54. The AL's shit.
It's very bad.
It's between the Rays, the Yankees, the Red Sox, and somehow the fucking Astros are back.
The National League playoff picture is going to be a bloodbath.
It's going to be brutal.
In a way, the Dodgers actually needed Tariq Skubal because of how bad their pitching currently is. Like Blake Snell.
The fuck up.
Hold on. Blake Snell and is it Tyler Glasnow?
Yes.
They both haven't pitched in months. I'm not saying fuck the Dodgers for getting Skubal.
Snell's making his next start, and Glasnow should be back by the end of the month.
Okay. Yeah, just in a weird way, they actually needed him. Now, fuck them for getting him still. But, like, it made sense.
I mean, no, fuck them. They can eat my shit and die. Dylan Cease is going to win a Cy Young, which I never had on my plate.
They have totally retooled him.
Dude, he had another no-run, 7-inning, 10 strikeout game today.
I'll tell you what, man. I like them adding Jose Soriano, too.
For the future, yeah. Unless the AL is so shit. Like, I don't hate them buying. It's just that division's so tough. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of the Blue Jays, we kind of did a quick preview. Wheels, Knowles, Zeus. 3 games there.
2 out of 3.
Got to be 2 out of 3. It doesn't even matter who the Blue Jays throw at you. I know Soriano is going to be one of them. They're going to avoid Dylan Cease, which is huge because if anybody remembers what he did to him last time.
Yeah.
It looks like Soriano, Nate was right, is pitching game 1 for him. Game 2, Scherzer, batting practice.
First start back.
Game 3 is not announced yet. But
did you just see Trey Yusevich went on the injured list?
I did. So they're not gonna run into Cease or Yusevich.
That's good.
Savage. They'll run into Soriano, Scherzer, and probably a bullpen game or a guy called up from AAA. So 2 out of 3 at least. I'd like 3 out of 3 because that game you're getting, that first game you get Wheels, they get Soriano. Second game you have Knowles to their Scherzer, and then Zeus versus a bullpen. You should sweep the Blue Jays coming to town.
Nola is game 2, correct?
I believe so, yes.
What's the weather looking like that day?
It's going to be hot all weekend.
I was going to say that's perfect. Good for Nola. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Well, then let's take 3 out of 3 then. Fuck 2 out of 3.
You feel me? Because they should have did it against the Nats. Should have went 4-4, so it should be on a nice streak.
Right.
But
we're rolling now.
Yeah, they should be. We'll see. We'll regroup Sunday afternoon. Next segment, we're on to our last 2 for this pod. Temperature checks. By the way, Nate, football is back tonight.
I did see that. Hall of Fame game. Jeremiah Love's not playing though. What the hell's up with that?
What the fuck do you mean? What's up with that? He's a dog. They would never let him play.
I want to see him play.
Yeah, so do I. But instead, you know what? You're going to sit back. You're going to watch Kenny Pickett versus Carson Beck, and you're going to fucking like it.
Yep.
I'll tune in.
I'll tune in for a little bit.
Me too. I'm gonna go get some wings after this and drink a beer and kick my feet up and watch it. Temperature checks. We're resetting. We're going to start off the rip. Second half of the season, Nate. Start with the pen.
Oh, this is a tough one to start with. So Brooks Raley, like I said, might be a double agent, and like you said,
might.
Yeah, I don't know. Jose Alvarado, I just can't do this anymore. I'm counting the days until he is off the Philadelphia Phillies, and this goes all the way back until the Yordan Alvarez home run in the World Series.
Why did you have to do it? Why did you?
Because it's Jose Alvarado. He did it to us. So I can't wait till this loser's off the team. Get back on the deer piss or get off the team.
I don't know though. I mean, it's either get away with it and be better or get kicked off the team.
Yeah, I mean, I just
win-win.
Now Alex McFarland should be up the next week. So
I don't know what's going on.
Well, they have to wait 15 days to call him back up.
Oh.
So, but then Chase Sugar goes down.
Or Killian.
No, they won't send him down.
You don't think so?
Nah, he's up here for the rest of the season. And I think, I mean, I don't know. Kirkering, I'm still a little weird on, but everyone else I'm kind of fine on. Bolin looks great. Jonathan Bolin looks incredible.
Matt Strom's going to be back in the bullpen in a couple days.
Yes, Matt Strom did get DFA'd by the Kansas City Royals. Shout out Dave Dombrowski for that trade. Bullpen for the second half of the season, we're resetting this. I'll set it a 4. I still don't think they're that good. Yes, they went out and got Brooks Raley. Yes, Brooks Raley will be better. Caleb Killian, not a high leverage guy right now. No way. So I'll set it a 4.3.
2.9, they fucking blow. You still don't trust a single lefty out of this pen because the one we just went and signed for had his ERA balloon from a 1.9 to a 2.3 after one outing because he's a Met and now he's a Philly. So, of course, don't trust it until he gives me a reason to trust it. Still don't trust Kirkering. Alvarado can eat shit. We already talked about that. Bolin's the only one that looks good other than Duran. And, Duran in the last week, he blew a game as well.
Did not look that great yesterday either.
He did not look fantastic. So he's down a tick, but he's still great. I'm sitting at a 2.9 on the pen. I'm still not there with them. The additions they got at the deadline should make them better, but it just hasn't. Instead, like there's so far the same shit. So we'll see as time goes on. Starting pitching, Nate. Fuck, dude. This is a tough one.
It is. Andrew Painter's back up here now. And Aaron Nola actually looks half
decent. Been looking decent. So I want to go into the 8s.
Okay.
Because Zeus has been fantastic.
They all have been pretty good.
They've all been pretty fucking good. I am going to dabble around 8. They're going to make me regret it. I'm going 8-1.
Wow. I'm in the 8s too. And I have a quick here, you want a little stat? I got a little stat for you.
Go ahead.
Since May 4th, 12 out of 17 starts for Aaron Nola have been 3 earned runs or less.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has 5 quality starts in there. They've won 8 of 17 of those games, though. And this Aaron Nola start versus the Nationals was the first time they have won an Aaron Nola start. Ready for this? Since June 24th. And guess what team that was against? The Nationals. So, I mean, between those games, you had a good start with the Tigers, but then the Dodgers game happened where he was left in too long. There's just been a bunch of stuff with Aaron Nola, but I'm in at 8-4. I'm in an 8-4.
Damn.
Andrew Painter, look, who knows if he's going to do this for the rest of the season. Oh, by the way, before I give the rest of this, do you want to touch on the polls today, or do you want to do it next pod?
We could briefly touch on it right before family.
Because I did put out an Andrew Painter poll today. But yeah, I think they're an 8-4, 8-5. I mean, this is the strongest unit on the team. And like you said, Jesus Luzardo is just, I think his ERA is below a 3.3 now. I mean, he just looks incredible. And you knew it was going to level out. Zach Wheeler is doing his thing.
Because the shit is legit. It was just getting really unlucky, just one random inning, and the stuff never went away. So yeah, Zeus is fine. We knew it would come down.
Yeah, I'll set it in 8-4.
That's fair. Okay. I'm starting to write down my temps too now, so I can not be all over the fucking place.
We're gonna be professionals. Maybe
gonna call me out and shit. Ain't professional about nothing. But offense, you can still take it and shove it, buddy. I'm not buying into it. Luis Arraez is the only reason it's going to be above a 3 for me. I'm not letting him fully flip me on the offense, not yet, because Kyle Schwarber looks like an absolute tool out there right now. He is completely useless at the moment. The past couple, ever since the All-Star break, essentially. He's been brutal. He needs some time off. We know he's going to figure it out. He'll go on a run where he hits like 5 homers in 4 games and 3 games, whatever it is. But right now, he's in one of them really, really bad slumps. And the only thing they did to upgrade the lineup was Luis Arraez. So that's going to take him. I was down to like the 1s to 0s before the break, so around it. So I'm going from like a whatever was that 2-something. I'll go up to a 3-7, and I'm going to leave it at that because again, we are playing the Washington Nationals and Miles Mikolas. So this is to be determined.
Miles Mikolas is still in the game, by the way. Still,
they are forfeiting.
Yeah,
they're forfeiting.
This is pretty crazy.
3-7.
Okay, 3-7. Okay. like I said earlier, Luis Arraez is this team's cleanup hitter. I do not want to move out of the cleanup spot. I think he's perfect there. The offense is weird, so we're resetting this. Justin Crawford has been exceptional lately. I mean, he's been very good. Bryson Stott's still doing his thing. Brandon Marsh, I don't have a feel for him yet because he's still like but he's also kind of hitting the ball a little bit. I don't know, man. Alec Boehm being the fifth hitter on this team still, I can't do it. I know he's their runner and scoring position guy, and I know he has an RBI tonight. It's Miles Michaelis. I don't know. I mean, Trey's been better. Trey's been actually pretty good. This Kyle Schwarber thing has me in a bit of a pretzel here.
A bit.
Like, he might need, and I don't know if they can afford to do it, but the only thing he's doing right now is hurting the team. He's not helping them at all. Mm-hmm. And maybe if you want to get Bryce off his feet and DH him for like 10 days, you can. Maybe he needs a 10-day IL stint. Maybe. Kyle Schwarber.
I'd be fine with me if we get him back because he's been absolutely just terrible right now. And then you can also let Bryce kind of get, slide into the DH to allow him to reacclimate a little bit to right field. And then
if you want to
you got a little bit more with Brian De La Cruz.
Right. If you want to DH Bryce for 5 days and the other 5,
every other day have him in the field.
Yeah. So I wouldn't. Right. So real quick too, before I give my rating, Kyle Schwarber and Jordan Walker, I think, have 1 home run combined since the home run derby.
It's bad, dude.
And Kyle Schwarber, before the home run derby, said he wasn't sure if he was going to participate due to a sore back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he might need a 10-day IL stint. I'm going to hold out hope that he doesn't, and this is just a really, really bad slump. I just can't remember. Has Schwarber gone on a slump this bad in a Phillies uniform?
This bad? Like, he's like 0 for I don't even know what.
I know. I think he's 0 for 18 or 21.
It's fucking terrible. But
he had a hit today. So
he'll get out of it. But like it's bad right now.
Yeah, today was his first hit since July 27th. Man, it's August 6th. Oh,
it's 2 weeks. Almost.
Yeah, I'll sit at a 4.8, not over 5. Now, if they go ahead and knock the Blue Jays around a little bit, maybe we'll cross the 5 mark, but that's where I'm at.
No, maybe I'll get to a 4. Speaking of 4s and 5s, Don Mattingly, I'm just going to sit neutral on you right now until you piss me off or do something that makes me not hate you again. So
I'll sit at a 5 with you.
I'm going to go a 5-1 and just leave it there. And then I cannot go above a 5 on this team because they didn't do enough for me at the deadline. I'm going to sit 4-9. They're just very mid, just like right hovering around mid for me. Starting pitching, great. Everything else is below average. So I'm going to sit at a 4-9 on the overall.
I'll go above a 5 on the overall just because I do think Luis Arraez makes this offense so much better. But like you said, the bullpen, I was in the 4s, but that could, Brooks Raley has one more bad outing or Caleb Killian gets knocked around. Jose Alvarado does something again. I mean, it's just going to keep going down and down. I'll set it at a 5-3 overall. They're kind of just fighting for one of the 2 wild card spots. It's just that's what it's going to be for the rest of the year. I mean, they've been playing pretty much 500 baseball the last week. Like it looks like 500 baseball. I know that they've won 2 series, but it doesn't look great.
Look who they're playing.
Well, I know, and they just lost. What was it? 4 straight series? You said.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So I can't prop them up too much. No, I mean, I'll set it at a 5-2 overall.
All right. Well, we're going to move in quickly, talk about the polls, and then bust out some fan mails. Got about another 10 minutes, and we'll wrap up here. Let's see. Where do you want to start, Nate? I know you were putting out the polls today.
So I can. I'll go through these. So yesterday, I put a poll up. Are you confident Andrew Painter can get the Phillies through the remainder of this season as their 5th starter? 240 votes, 52% yes, 48% no, and that is about the vibe I am with it. I can't really feel him out. Where do you think? Do you think he can? You think he can?
I wholeheartedly believe what Philly Dad in our reply said. I have to see a couple more starts. The returns are decent on him, but before fully making the evaluation, seeing a couple more starts. That's exactly how I feel. It's like, can he be? Maybe. Hopefully. We fucking hope so. Will he be? I'm not confident to say yes or no because I don't know. You need to see a little bit more consistency from them. So really 50-50 is about how I feel, and it looks like the majority of the fan base does as well.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know. After a couple more starts, I think if we put that poll back up, we'll have more of an answer. Unless he goes one where he goes 6 with 2 earned, and then the next one he
Right.
goes
Right.
3 and he gives up 6. So
Yeah, I wanted to give
we'll
him a
see.
tough choice. I wanted to make it a yes or no question, because I think the obvious answer is we need to see more. I just want to know where
Yeah.
people's faith and trust level
Well,
is.
it's about 50-50. So
It is. And then
checks out.
today I put up, what is your confidence level in the Phillies to make the playoffs? There was 4 answers: guaranteed, confident, cautious, negative. 9% guaranteed. There is no way this team is guaranteed to make the playoffs at all.
If you said that, you're just lying to yourself.
Confident, 40% was the popular answer, but not by much because cautious was 37%. So another 50-50 scenario. I kind of expected that too. I do like when people explain their reasonings for that. And then negative 14%.
I think the extremes of guaranteed and negative are a little too much at this moment.
Right.
I'm definitely leaning cautious because it's just too close, and you don't trust them. You can't trust them.
Yeah, I was in confident, but I could see cautious too.
I'm in cautious. I'm not confident they'll make it because I saw the first 4 series after the All-Star break. When Luis Arraez comes off this high of, I just got traded, and, he goes, every player does it. He goes a little bit of a slump, or, they lose a couple games. Then what happens? So I'm cautious for now because
That's
all
fair.
it takes is a baseball team. Happens all the time. Padres get hot. Phillies slump a little bit. Phillies could miss it by a game. They could win 88 to 90 games and miss it by a game.
I don't want to be like the villain here or the bad guy, but like the inevitable cool off of Brian De La Cruz is probably going to happen too.
Yes, because he's not even playing every day. So it's
right. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
More polls will be out next week.
Yeah, yes, they will. I'm sitting. I'm definitely going to sit cautious. But fan mail time. Welcome back to Fan Mail. We're going to kick it off. The first one we got submitted in was by Reef over on X at Sharif0518. Said, can't wait to check it out. Well, hopefully you do, and hopefully you like it. You'll come back for more, my brother. He said, definitely would love to hear on who would be considered high leverage relievers to get to Duran. That's a good one.
That is a good one. What you got? Let me ask you this. Start off with this. Who's your high leverage lefty?
It unfortunately has to be the Met. It has to be Brooks Raley because you got nothing else there. So the lefty by default has to be Brooks Raley. Righty,
Bolin.
It's Bolin, but Kerkering can earn it back if he has a good end of the season. I feel like Don will give it to him in the playoffs.
Ooh.
Right now, I think it's Bolin, lefty, Raley, righty, Bolin, and then after those two, I mean, by default, it has to be a Ryan Kerkering, right?
I would agree. I think the lefty situation is Brooks Raley in a high leverage, then Tim Meza, and then Jose Alvarado. I mean, you got to keep Alvarado out of that game at all costs. Jonathan Bolin is definitely their best reliever overall in the bullpen, not named Johan Duran. I think that's pretty obvious by now. Yeah, it's going to have to be Kerkering. I agree with you. And everyone hold your breath in a high leverage Kerkering spot. I don't care if he earns it for 10 straight outings. Hold your breath.
When it's a good team, yeah.
Yeah, hold your breath. So I that's a great question.
Yes.
Maybe Alex McFarland can come up here and gain a little bit of trust late in the year.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it. And I would not hesitate for a second because I don't care who you are. Hitting 100 miles an hour is not easy.
Nope.
So, that alone keeps hitters on their feet. So, Reef, great question. Love the profile picture. Go Sixers. Fuck yeah. Appreciate you. If you put one out next time, we'll get to you as well. Next up was Fightin' Phil's Pulse at Fightin' Pulse over on X. So what's the concern level of not having a true long man in the pen? If one of the starters gets shelled or injured like last night and can't give length, the bullpen is shot for the next game. Would you consider bringing up Brian Keller or Rang Hall for long man duties?
So when rosters expand, I do think one of them are coming up.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah, I do think one of them will come up and take bulk innings down late in the year in a comfortable spot. Or if they're down, like say the Phillies are down 6-0, just to have him eat the innings, plural. But Yeah, I would comfortably say the month of September you will see a long man a little bit here and there,
Yes.
just because this bullpen's been burned so much this year.
Yeah. I mean, like even today, Sanchez is only able to give you 5. He
Right.
got through 5. He's at 98 pitches. He's going to be done. Like this could be a spot for a Ring Hall or a Keller to come in and give you 2. You don't really have that guy. Seth Johnson, ironically, was that guy, but he's over getting fucked in Oakland. So
Even if they just give you 1 inning, it's 1 inning off of somebody else, you know?
right, exactly. So great question, Fighting Phil's boss. I know you've had a few of these in the past. I appreciate you hanging around our guy. Good question, but yeah, somebody's going to come up in September for sure. Next one we got was our other guy, OG Jiggin Jalen at Jiggin Jalen on X. He said he was trying to keep it positive. So he said, what would you need to see over the coming weeks to actually believe they have a chance in the playoffs?
They need to hit elite pitching when they see it.
What they're doing now consistently.
Yeah. I think we need to see elite pitching, and they need to win a series against good teams because they haven't all year.
No. Yeah, and when we say hit elite pitching, I'm not saying go get the dude up out of the game in 3 innings. No.
Right.
We're saying work the pitch count up. Maybe he can only go 5 or 6, and you get 2 to 3 runs on him. Make him work.
The bullpen.
Get a couple walks, make him work, slap a hit, get a run home. Do whatever you can to get a couple runs. Don't just bend over and die against good pitching like they always do. Make him work. Get him out the game. Get him to the pen. Because that's going to be this team's path to success in the playoffs when they face elite pitching. Is it just get him out the game and try to win a game 4-3, 3-2?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at their schedule. I mean, they don't. This month is pretty easy. There's really not like an elite team on the schedule, but in September you are going to see. I mean, you do see the Diamondbacks at the end of this month going into next month. Then you're going to see the Braves. You're going to see Houston. You're going to see the Braves again. You're going to see Milwaukee. You're going to see Tampa Bay. This is their chance to get people. Yeah. This is their chance.
Is going to make or break the season right there. That's
it will. This is why they need to win these games.
If they can go 500 with that slate
that's a
of
success.
Games, they will make the playoffs.
Yeah,
but they very easily could lose every single one of those series and completely fuck.
And
the
you
season.
know, to end the season, they play the Brewers.
Jig and Jalen, we're
So they're going to be they're tough games.
We're going to see, dude. We're going to see. I mean, we essentially what we need is the team. You said over the next coming weeks. Really over the next coming weeks, if they win every single series because they're not playing good teams, they'll be in a really good spot for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
But over the rest of the season, that the last couple weeks was, Nate said Braves twice. I heard Brewers, Rays, Astros.
Yeah. I mean, look, Diamondbacks too. By the way, they're going to be fighting for playoff spots.
Right. That could be a series determinant in the spot.
I think it's very unlikely, but the Phillies are also, if they just keep winning these series, they are one Cubs slump away from climbing back into that conversation. I don't think it's likely, but they are.
No, they're like what, 8 behind the Cubs? I don't think so.
No. They're 5.5. That's not too bad.
Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the Braves. Sorry. Okay. The Braves are at 69, Cubs at 67. Okay. We'll see. I don't see it, but over the next couple weeks.
Won again today too.
Yeah. Just keep winning series is what it is. Last one, our guy been on here a few times, Dave at Phillies Friday over on X. Simple question: what the fuck is up with Schwarber?
Yeah, we kind of touched on it.
You tell me.
I think it's just.
I have no idea.
Yeah, we really don't know. It's either the back injury or he just sucks.
I think it's just he's just in one of those slumps. He's going to get out of it, and then when he goes on a stretch of hitting however more homers and games played over the past however many games, we'll all forget about it. But he's just in a slump. I think it's as simple as that, and it's just a long slump. And I think we can chalk it up to the home run derby.
So, real quick, he was on pace for like 70 home runs, and that was never going to happen. But do you even think he breaks 50?
Depends. It all depends on when he hits the next homer. Because when he hits the next homer is when the slump ends.
Right.
So it depends.
We have a month. We have 2 months left.
We have 2 months. He needs, what's he at, 33?
Yeah, I think so.
He needs 17. He can do it. That's the thing. He absolutely can do it.
I know, but it's like the fact we're even like talking about this.
It's insane because we were looking at, he's going to, there's a chance that, hit 60 homers and break the strikeout record. Now it's like, well, he might break the strikeout record and hit 40 homers, but I mean, he is simply in a rut and it's going on way too fucking long. He needs to get out of it immediately.
No more
Hopefully-
derbies. No more derbies.
No more derbies. I don't think him or Bryce will do another one. But he just simply needs to hit a homer to get out of it, and then I think he'll be fine. But if he doesn't hit a homer in say another week, I don't think he gets to 50. I think he has to hit one in the next couple games.
Like I said earlier, they might need to do the 10-day IL stint. I mean, I don't, he might just need time off.
It might be a back thing that's not terrible, but it's affecting the swing, and that's something the doctors need to get on top of. So, Dave, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully nothing too bad, but I guess we'll see. He has a hit today, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Miles Michaelis.
Fuck that guy. Appreciate y'all sending in fan mail. Reef, Pulse, Jalen, Friday. Appreciate y'all, boys. As always, and everybody who's listening who didn't put in fan mail, just know if you want us to talk about your question on the next pod over on X at pinstripe_hype, you know where to find us. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Show support, show what you like. Throw the dislike on there if you don't like it, so at least we know you don't like what we're talking about.
Pods are back.
They are back for now until the Phillies piss us off again, which who knows could be the next one. So we're getting back into it. We appreciate y'all as always for listening. Till next time, we love them. We hate them. They are the Philadelphia Phillies. We out.
Peace.